Hi guys, let's talk about drawing the nose. So I'm going to zoom in here and let's look real quick at our picture of Rihanna. You'll see that the nose is really mostly shadow. Okay, and I know it can be kind of intimidating and scary, and if you don't get this right, it looks really wrong. But I want you guys to just think of it as just shadow. The only place that we're really going to put in a little bit of line and graphite is going to be on the under part of the nose. The rest we can really do just with a dirty blending stick, okay? So let's look at our sketch. And right now we have it drawn out very much to, you know, the basics of facial proportion. So we need to change it. We need to customize it a little bit more to Rihanna's actual nose. So looking at the shape, let's see, I'm just going to follow along with my eye here and then with my pencil. I'm going to bring it out a little bit more. And it's going to actually, I think, be a little bit higher than we had originally drawn it. And then what I can do is I can measure with my pencil where the widest part is compared to her eyes. It's a little bit in. So here, a little bit in, a little bit inside the eye. And that works. That feels about right. Okay, so I'm going to erase all these guidelines. Got a little bit too much here. And I'm going to erase the previous sketch for the nose. Now bringing it up works pretty well because then we just continue the sketch. She has a nice good space between her nose and her lips, and then her lip is actually a little bit bigger than we had originally sketched it. So if we fix that, it should all fit just right. Boom. Okay. But anyway, going back to the nose, cleaning it up. Now, where am I actually going to go ahead and commit and start putting in a little bit more graphite? Underneath. Okay, so the underneath part, you can think of this as just a little, like the lowest part under here, and then up and around into the nostrils. That's the part that I draw first. It's also going to be the darkest part because that's where the shadow is going to be. Now, you'll see in her picture, you'll see her head is slightly turned. You see more of this nostril than you do of this. And the actual lowest part is quite thin, quite small. So I'm going to pinch that a little bit more. And then check for the shape of the nostril too. Okay. So once I have that, I'm just going to use more of the side of my pencil to put in a little bit of graphite wherever the shape of the nose is defined.
Abby Cabradilla, please come to the attendance office.
Perfect.
Abby Cabradilla, attendance office.
So up the side we'll have some shadow. Along here we'll have some shadow. And here, so just with the side of my pencil, just putting down a little bit of graphite. Then I'm going to use my dirty blending stick to put in the rest of the value and to smooth all this out. So coming down from the eye, if I follow here, it's a little bit darker on this side, the left-hand side. So I'll push down a little bit more. But that shadow comes around and down to touch the bottom. Okay. Then we'll have the nostrils here. This side, the left side, is pretty light, so I'm not going to touch it too much. But around the side, definitely. And here on the other side, definitely. Down here and around the nostril. Okay. Now that looks kind of crazy right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to soften this by just kind of touching the rest of the nose with it too. And I'll use my finger to smooth it out and to blend it out as well, because this will blend out into the overall skin tone so it won't look so suddenly stark. You just have to kind of get used to seeing all these little variations in the value. Let's blend that out. Okay, now we'll go back and check out, see the little highlight right at the tip of her nose? We want to make sure we have that, so we'll put that back in. And there's another one kind of right here, right between her eyes, so we make sure we have that. And I might need to darken up all around. But see, the nose is actually really not that scary to do. It's just shadow. So just really practice seeing all the different variations of shadow and value, okay? There you go.